Hey guys, Bjorn here again, Goosebumps #1 Aussie fan, bringing you yet another video. This one is going to be talking about everything that I would like to see improved in the Goosebumps sequel. So yeah guys, I've done a few sort of separate videos talking about monsters I'd like to see in the sequel and whatnot, but I'm going to tell you everything that I would like to see improved in the sequel, alright? In terms of, the monsters, the music, scare factor, all that different kinds of stuff. So let's start with the tone. Now, as we all know, the first film was legit funny, they were trying to be funny a lot of the time with a little bit of scare, very mild sort of scare, but obviously Goosebumps is meant to be scary and a little bit funny, so basically I'm hoping that for the second movie they make it more scary and a little bit funny. Now, okay, just an example, so let's just say that the humor in the first film was here, right? And the scare was about here. We just want to do this. I mean, obviously we don't want to traumatize the kids, right? We don't want to traumatize them. So we just want to bring the humor just below the horror, just undermining it, and lift the horror just a little bit. You know what I mean? So we don't even have to raise the horror up here. We just need to bring the humor right down and just bring the horror a little bit, just a notch up, you know what I mean? A little bit scarier, and bring the humor right down. So just the odd joke here and there, but not overdo it with humor, you know what I mean? We just want that tiny little bit. We don't want it over the top funny like they tried to do with the first film, because then you're kind of taking away what makes Goosebumps special, if you know what I mean. But you want to keep the horror just a little bit above the humor, so you want to sit there as the audience feeling more scared than funny. Throughout most of the movie you're more sort of just frightened, and the odd time there's something funny comes up and you laugh just throughout, but you don't want to think that, oh, this is just funny, and the odd time you feel a little scared. You want it to be mainly you feel scared, and just the odd time you laugh or giggle at something that happens in the movie. Maybe Slappy says something funny, or Champ or something. But yeah, we want the horror to be more, and we want the humor to be underneath. So yeah, like I said, humor and the horror just a little bit raised, alright? That's where we want it. That's the tone we want for Goosebumps, alright? Because then that way you're not really traumatizing the kids, but it's not feeling like it's just some comedy movie at the same time. You know what I mean? Monsters in the sequel, obviously. So yeah, Slappy, Cuddles, Curly, the horrors, King Jelly Jam. Yeah, you guys already know the monsters that I want to see. I said in the previous video. And of course the Haunted Mask I'd like to see again up close. And the creeps, and whatnot. I've said it before, guys, you've heard it. But yeah, the monsters, okay, let's just say Slappy, Curly, Cuddles, the horrors, the Haunted Mask, Monster Blood, King Jelly Jam, and what would be another interesting one, actually? Let me just try to think of one top of my head. What about if we had what would be a good monster? Mr. Mortman. That's right, Mr. Mortman. Oh, actually, no, I think I said him in the previous video. Yeah, I think I did. Okay, Mr. Mortman. Sorry, that wasn't a new one. Mr. Mortman and... what's another one? Oh, the Phantom of the Auditorium. That would be one. What about the Phantom? Let's put the Phantom in the sequel as well. Alright, cool. So yeah, that's the tone and that. Alright, what else would I like to see? The Goosebumps theme song. Yeah, I think you guys can agree with that one. I would love to see the Goosebumps theme song in the movie, even if it's at the beginning or maybe some point through the movie. Like I said in one of my other videos, maybe during a fight sort of sequence or a chasing sequence, maybe they just remix it or something, and you hear the din 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 din. You know what I mean? That would be pretty awesome. Actually, sorry guys, I just thought of another, what else I'd like to see. Say Cheese and Die, the camera. The camera should be in the sequel. That would be awesome if they put the camera in. Yes. Sorry guys, I just thought of that now, so I thought, yeah, that would actually be a good one too. But yeah, keep going. Yeah, the Goosebumps theme song definitely needs to be in the movie. I feel like it's just such a nostalgic thing. It'd be such a nostalgic trip, right, for all of us, you know what I mean? To put it in the movie, some point in the movie, I don't care where, maybe at the beginning some point, like for the credits rolling, or yeah, it's during a chase or fight scene or something, or maybe even at the end, you know, I don't really care. As long as they put it in the movie, that would be just really cool. The other thing, okay, obviously R.L.Stine was in the first movie, right? He was in the first movie, but it would be good to see him in the sequel, introducing the movie at the beginning of the movie. So, right, you know, as the movie starts, it opens up and we have maybe some shots of different like monsters or something sitting around this room, and then R.L.Stine comes in and says, "Hello, I'm R.L.Stine, I write the Goosebump books," and then he introduces the movie. You know what I mean? That's something else I'd like to see. Alright, R.L.Stine introducing the movie. It would just be so nostalgic and amazing, and yeah, that's something that I think they really need to definitely improve. Now, CGI, we don't need so much of it, you know, like, for instance, the werewolf didn't really need to be CGI. I mean, it could have been more just a hybrid or something. I mean, I know they had someone in a suit, but he was completely CGI. It was just a guy in a green suit covering his whole body. Why didn't they just, like, design an actual wardrobe, like, costume, you know what I mean, for the werewolf? And maybe just the face was CGI or something, but the rest of it could have all been real, you know what I mean? Like, you look at those movies, okay, I mean, this is kind of silly example, but, I mean, you look at movies like, oh, what's that one? Underworld, and you have like those lichens or whatnot. Actually, I can't even remember if they are CGI or not, the whole thing, but they look pretty creepy, and, you know, why can't they make the werewolf look like that? Like, really creepy and more real looking, I guess. But obviously they can't for Goosebumps because it's too scary, but you get my point. You just want it to be more of a real look to it. Like, I mean, one example, Star Wars, Yoda in the original films looked more real than he did in the episode 1, 2, and 3, you know, CGI. I mean, you want him to look like that, like a puppet, you know? You want the werewolf to be like a suit, you know? And the same goes for the Abominable Snowman, you know? They didn't really need to do CGI for those, so I'm hoping they do a lot less CGI and more practical. I mean, I know they did a lot of monsters practical, but it'd be good to see some of those other monsters, you know, practical as well. Like, we don't need too much CGI. It's Goosebumps, you know what I mean? We don't need it. Oh, what else did I want? Oh, actually, I think that's it. Yeah, I wanted the Goosebumps theme song, those monsters. I wanted more practical, not CGI effects. R.L.Stine introducing the movie, and of course, the tone needs to be more scary than funny. We just need a little bit of humor, but we need the horror to be above, you know, above it. You know, we want just the humor to just undermine it, kind of thing. We don't want it so much in the movie, because it just kind of throws off the horror and the scare when you've got too much humor in it. We want it to be more scary than funny, okay, Sony? That's what we want, alright? That's what we want. So please give us that Goosebumps movie, alright? That's what I know that's what the fans all want. But yeah, you guys tell me what other monsters you'd like to see in the sequel. I mean, I know some of you did comment on my other monsters, like my actual video, separate video of monsters I would like to see in the sequel, but throw me some more, alright? I'd like to hear some more. So yeah, guys, that's all for this video, and see you again soon.